some money. I need that. Hit them with the night crumpin'. Why they playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone, and them were opposition. They move on. So I
dark shades, too much. I could barely see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Who want too close? Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tuck underneath my new blue Dunkaroos. Flintstone, bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Bezel, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled Abercrombie. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler leprechaun. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves, okay. Hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze.
I'm above average.
Look at you go. Okay, you better. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bake. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stab, no Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Fair Gama stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, lick it clean. Dead places in an envelope. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
I don't do that. You might frisk me. You do what I tell you. Get over here.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it this time. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Following the interception, Mayfield toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be... First down, well done. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Lucky 56. Over.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Now Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that. They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle of the catch by Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He's not exactly banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Set, 3-19, 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Man open, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A give to Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Safety green! Hut! Hut!
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Working out of the gun, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their 1st drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Now Carr. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. From the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they try the right side here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. But that can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Stays on his feet. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that he just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now let's go.
They go play action. Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Mayfield on 4th down. That'll be caught by Rice. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come out here in the eye. Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebacker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Ronald Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. He's good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Being chased down, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and the Bengals have recovered it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it this time. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Over.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Carter to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Lucky 56.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. On the crossing route, complete. That's Rice. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll pitch it out to Jones. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Now, that's a play they're going to be proud of on defense because any 2nd and short situation, you anticipate the run, and you want to make the play and stop them from getting a 1st down. But when you can force them to lose yardage and now put the odds in your favor on defense because now they're going to have to throw the ball, that's a play that you're going to be really, really excited about, and one that your defense coordinator now gets to roll the dice a little bit himself and create a big play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Green 39! Green 39!
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st down, Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Vaughn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Set. 3-19.
Here's Mayfield. Man open, Rice. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He got 29 yards that time. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right back to him on first down. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. First throw of overtime for Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.